Well, hi friends, it's Wayne Polson coming to you from Heartwood and SM Heartland, and it is a beautiful morning today. Um, just hear those birds in the background? It's music to my ears. You may hear old Glenn the rooster crow here in a little bit too. Today is a monumental day because we are finally going to do something about the mess that's behind me here. That's all of this mud that you see in our yard. It's not just here in our yard, but it's down our driveway. And we've been dealing with this every time it rains. It's a new experience here. So Susie and I talked about it yesterday. We decided to bite the bullet. We're going to go ahead and spend the money. We need 90 tons of limestone. We're putting down number 57. And the 57's limestone was chosen because normally what you would do on a situation like this, if it was a fresh graded surface, you'd put down a larger aggregate, something like a number 3 or number 4, and then you'd layer on top of that some 411s, which is like a number 4 size, maybe down to dust particles, and that would create a really nice interlocking surface that would eventually get as hard as concrete as time goes on. But we decided to go against the larger aggregate because we believe that underneath all this mud there is a large aggregate base. I was able to dig some of that up when I was using the land leveler to try to fix this problem in the past. So we decided, let's just go ahead and put a thick layer of 57s. We're going to do about 2 inches of 57s. We need 90 tons, and the 90 tons will do our whole flat yard area up here and about 200 feet of our driveway. And that's just the start of it. And we're not going to be able to do the rest of the driveway for a while, but the driveway actually is staying pretty well maintained even in the rains. We've got a few gullies that are kind of washing out in it, but I can fix those up pretty easily with the tractor and the land leveler. So today they're going to start delivering it about mid-morning. It's I don't know, it's early morning still right now. What I'm going to do though is get a lot of this stuff out of the way. I'm gonna, as you can see, we've got some stuff spread aside here right now. And sorry for turning my back on you because I know you can't hear me that well. But we're gonna move the vehicles out of the way. I'm gonna have them dump all this limestone into this area back here. And I'm gonna start spreading all of this using the front end loader on the Coyote. So this ought to be a fun time. I don't think there's anything else I need to brief you on before we get started here. So I'm gonna go ahead and let the chickens out, and I'm going to start moving stuff around. In case a lot of you are wondering why we have a boat out here, it's not our boat, folks. This boat kind of came with the property. It belongs to the people who sold it to us, sold the property to us. That's been 1.5 years now, and they still haven't come to get their boat. So Ian, if you're watching this video, Ian is the proud owner. Please come and get your boat, okay, buddy? We put some other goodies in there for you. We put an old air conditioning unit in there. We put some tires in there with some rims on them. So we kind of loaded it up for you. It's ready to go anytime you want it. What do you think? You think it'll be okay here for a little while? I was worried it was going to tip over. There's a lot of weight on top. Well, as Murphy would have it, something has gone wrong. My shuttle control on this Coyote has malfunctioned. It just flops around. I'm assuming some linkage is bad down here, so I'm gonna have to take it apart and see what's going on. Today we're getting 90 tons of gravel. Really? All right, so pull the cover off, and here's what I find is this little linkage arm, which goes from the shuttle control down to the gearbox, is actually cracked. You can see that it's cracked. It's no longer there. How did that happen? That's crazy. So it's time to call Owens Implement and see if they can fix me up. We got gravel coming. Well, friends, I got the linkage out and took it to my good friend Billy Milburn in Uricksville, and brother Billy fixed me up with a weld here. This stuff was a little funky to weld. I'm not sure why. It's probably cheap Chinese steel, but anyway, we were able to get this thing welded. This is the mechanism that connects to the shuttle mechanism and the transmission here. So we're gonna put that in and see if we can get this thing running. Oh, by the way, check this out. 15 tons so far. And the poor guy, he wasn't sure where the dump site was going to be. He parked down at the end of our driveway and walked all the way up 1/3 of a mile, and got to give him credit, but he did get it figured out. We got 15 tons, and we're waiting now for the other 5 loads coming in. He's delivering 15 tons at a time, so it's not going to go far, folks. I'm thinking I might have underestimated, but we'll see. So, okay, so we're going to try moving this canopy the way we did in a couple videos ago. Well, you'll see. Just watch. Susie's going to run the camera. If anything goes wrong, you can blame her. So now we're going to load up all these blocks in the bucket, okay? All right?
Yep.
She's there, but she just doesn't want anyone to know it, do you? All right. All right, load number 2 is here. This will make it 30 tons. Being this late in the day, I don't know if we're going to get all 90. I think it's going to take a couple days. We got a late start today, so he's probably going to make 1 or 2 more trips, so we'll end up with either 45 or 60 tons here by the end of the day. But we can start working. We've got plenty here to work with. Well, we got the last load of limestone in for the day, so right now we have here 60 tons of limestone, And as you can see, I started to spread this limestone already back here. You know, this could be kind of boring. I may give you a little bit of footage of this, maybe with some good music to go along with it. Why don't we do that? And if you don't like that, you can just kind of skip over it, all right? But I'm going to go ahead and get to work here. Well, friends, that's about all I have for this video. We're going to wrap it up here. This is, I'm coming to you about, probably about 4 or 5 days after the fact, after we put down all of this limestone. Just to recap, we had 90 tons of limestone brought in here at a cost of $4,000 roughly. And so the bank is now officially broken, but our driveway and our yard looks really nice, doesn't it? So, yep, sometimes that's the price you have to pay. To not have to walk in mud, but we were able with that limestone. It turned out I didn't really underestimate or overestimate. I mean, I guess I overestimated because I do have about 4 tons left right there. But we have plans for that as well. I'm glad we didn't underestimate. But that area over there is behind our garage. That used to be all one continuous slope, by the way, from right over there all the way down. It used to slope down right about there, and we've dug all that out and used the dirt elsewhere. It's a lot of shale, a lot of rock in there that we were able to repurpose. And so we gained this area as kind of a utility area where we can now park our camper. We have all the utilities available we have space available for the utilities in there. I can get both utility trailers in there, so hallelujah to ya, if you know what I'm saying. But yeah, so it's looking good, folks, isn't it? Take a look around. Just take a look. With everything back behind the garage now, we have room in the yard just to maneuver, which is it's a blessing, folks. It's a blessing. Even Glenn is happy. Are you happy, Glenn? I don't know where Glenn's at, but I'm sure he's happy. I just want to remind you to be kind out there in your neighborhoods, be kind in your families, be kind in your schools, your workplace. Be kind to somebody you don't know, be kind to people you like, be kind to people you don't like. Folks, that's what it's all about. We got to get over ourselves, that's the thing. We got to get over us. This is not a me kind of thing, living in a society of so many different types of people. We have to give and take, don't we? So, see, Glenn is wholeheartedly agreeing with me. I mean, sure, there are places where we have to draw lines and put our foot down and say, absolutely not, that's ludicrous. And we can do that by voting. We can do that by talking. But there's no reason to be unkind while we're doing those things. So, folks, just remember, I love you. It's great to have you all on the channel. Thank you so much for your comforting comments, for your encouraging words. Thank you so much for all of that. Some of you come up with corrections for me. You see blatant errors in my ways and you straighten me out and put me on the right path. I appreciate that. So that's it. I'm going in. I'm going to go in and shoot this video up to the YouTube and get her out there, folks. I'll see you in another video, hopefully very soon.